My face! My face! Give me back my face! On second thought, no, I want this face instead. That was terrible, but this is the Ultraman Decker Ultra D Flasher. The current transformation device of the current Ultraman on TV right now. And so far, I'm enjoying the show. I haven't caught the latest episode, but I'll probably do that after this. And this is the Saikyo Narikiri set, which means apparently become the strongest. So there you go. There's your lesson of the day. It has a face. It comes with this and the card holder with extra cards. So you got Asumi Kanata, I believe is. Might have forgotten his name. Might have gotten that wrong. Almost. Some things it does. Some cards you get. And where's Ultra Sad Pac-Man? So, and on the back. So let's open it up. You get a box. And you get a different box. So open this one first. And out is the Ultra D Flasher. And no, we will not be flashing anybody the D. At least not on YouTube. That might get me kicked off this platform. So yes, if you're unfamiliar, Ultraman Decker, based off Ultraman Dyna. And this is a pseudo-modern version of Ultraman Dyna's transformation device. Just a lot more ostentatious. Do I even have a picture of the live flasher? Did I save that? I guess not. Alright, I'll be right back. Yeah. Like, at least with Ultraman Dyna's transformation device, the Lie Flasher, Lie, like, at least it's kind of subtle. Like, it does almost look like a block of wood. Yeah, back in the 90s when Ultraman were still trying to have what's the word? Transformation devices that were subtle. Like, besides the face right here, you really couldn't tell what it did. With this, take one look at it and go, yep, I know what that does. Yeah, you do. Anyway, this thing is still hilarious looking, whether it's that shade of brown or good old Ultraman silver, red, and blue. But, you know, it's a nice hefty size, at least. But not quite as big as my dick. Size comparison. G riser with the 0i. Or bring. We'll come back to this. Zed riser, haven't played with this in quite a while. Taiga Spark. Possibly one of my favorite transformation devices, or good old pull the triggered. There you go. We'll come back to this at some point, not in this video, but so yeah. To turn it on, And this button activates the card scanner, because this is a excuse me, fully functioning card reader. To turn it off, because it will keep going if I don't scan a card. But the batteries are right here. I think it was it 3 AAAs. Nope. And the handle's just barely big enough for my hand, but I prefer to put my finger out here so I have more room. The speaker is right there, and if you can't tell, it kind of looks like he has an like you can't see it from front, but he has an extra chin piece, which you do. Whoa! Again, oh! Dynamic action, which is one of the characters' excuses for why Dyna is called Dyna, because he's dynamic. Although it's a completely different reason, but that was one of the characters, legit their reason for naming him Ultraman Dyna. So turn it back on, and we grab the other piece of this set, the card holder. And cards went flying. So these are the cards. We'll talk about them in a second. I love me some cards. We'll take a look at this. I like the spacey purple. Oh, and I already opened it. Like the with the gold and the sort of purple cosmic feel. I really like that look. I also quite like the features on Decker that aren't on Dyna, like the purple sort of space display on his chest. That looks kind of cool. But, yep. Press a button. It opens. You slide some cards inside. It's as simple as that. It holds all the cards it comes with. And it's just a clip. So you just set it, forget it, pop it open, grab a card. We'll start with Ultraman Dyna's Decker, his flash type, his basic form. I like the look of these cards. I like the holographic and the fact that the Ultraman is in a pose. That's kind of nice. And the spacey background on the back is really cool. So they have both the barcode on the top and this on the side, which if you're familiar with or unfamiliar, are the same system the Deca driver uses, and the orb ring uses. I think the orb ring. Let's try it in the orb ring before we. No, not the orb ring. But I might need to replace the batteries, actually. But that does give me an idea. If you guys want to see me try every single card I have with this similar system, be it the Power Ranger cards from the action card game, the cards, Decades cards, Orbs cards, let me leave a like and a comment telling me in the comments down there, obviously. And I might end up doing a separate video on them. But for now, let's transform. Slide the card in. And pull the hook. Kagayake Flash Decker! I appreciate that Decker has a very simple transformation call. Just one, like 2 words, 1 word, and then the form makes it a lot easier on my dull mind to remember. I like the sound. It's just the voice. I hate that. I wish they used a stronger voice, like a cooler sounding voice. I don't know what about it. The voice does kind of sound a bit weak, unfortunately. Ultraman Decker, Flash type. Like, there's no power or oomph behind his voice. But you can see the card nicely through the window. And you also get 2 additional sound effects. And if you close this, it'll start the transformation event again. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to remove the card, power down, and there you go. My only issue, possibly my only issue with this, is trying to get the cards out. Like, you have to actually press on them to, like, I wish they used a better method, because it feels like you're gonna bend the cards. Like, if you just, like, you have to push in to get a grip. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but we do have more cards, so let's go through each of them. Next up, we have Decker's red form, strong type. And again, I like the slight cosmetic differences between flash type and strong type. It makes it feel a lot better than just, say, a color swap. And here's looking at you, Rube. That's always been my sort of main issue with, well, not just, like, yeah, Rube. Because I've tried to watch Rube. I've watched a handful of episodes. And it's like, their forms aren't interesting. It's just their base form, but in a different color. I don't know if purple or brown are primary colors. I don't think so. But, like, at least, because I might do a whole. I might save this topic for a different day, because I kind of want to do just a video on form changing in general. So we'll put a pin in that topic. Strong type looks cool. Let's go. I also mention this now. I'm really happy that Ultraman Decker, Asumi Kanata, actually has his transformation device in his left hand. I think he's a lefty, but it just makes me happy because I'm left-handed. So. Hajikeo strong Decker. And the gem is the LED, which gives a different color depending on, which is nice. And yeah, again, 2 sounds. At least I think they're 2 different sounds. I'm not 100% certain, but. Next up are some non-Decker cards. We have Ultraman Z. Whoa, Segs! Anyway, Zed in his base form, or his normal form. And go show to the side. Warning on that one. Ultraman Z. Original, right? I forgot its name, but I appreciate the fact that it's his transformation from the Z Riser. Like, sounds taken straight out of that. Zestium calls in. Oh! At least I think that's the right pose for that. Okay, it may only be one sound. Let's move on, Zeta-san. Next card. Upside down. Appropriate because Zed's master, Ultraman Zero. Me. Ching. I've always wondered, do they? Not wondered. I find it hilarious that when Decay does this, like his card makes a sound cards don't make at all unless they're made of metal. Even then, I doubt it. See ya. Not sure what that transformation is from, but it might be from the Zero Eye? I can't place it because there's nothing that... Alright. Next up, ooh. Connection to Zero. Ultraman Bellio. There is a G card in the Miracle type set, which I have ordered and is on its way. And I will do a video on as soon as I can. But it's interesting that his sort of base form is not considered in the Mons army, because we do have cards for monsters to summon. But like his atrocious form is a monster card. Monstacado! Good old Yu-Gi-Oh vibes there. Anyway. Oh no. Is the sound he makes right here. Yes, that. And also, I find it amusing that this part is sort of a separate piece. That's probably a sound for his Deathium burst that I'm talking over. But like you can kind of wiggle the face a bit. Anyway, next up, that is all the Ultraman cards. Because next up we have monster cards. Yes. Because he can summon monsters to help him fight. Similar to like Ginga or Victory, kind of. But instead of giving him power-ups like Victory, they're just straight fighting beside him. So, start with Savangar. I believe this is... No, which one is... One of the robots they used in Zed. Who was a previous Ultraman villain that they used as a mech. And the light's red now. It is the Savangar. I find it utterly ridiculous how he says that. And also, holding down the button does nothing. So yeah, if you close this, I figure I'd give that a demonstration. Who do we have next? Windham, I believe. Was another mech used in Ultraman Z. Windham, yep. Right on. I am right on the money for these names. And who's next? Actually, don't remember you. Don't know if I've seen the show you're from. Agira. Oh, sure. Whoever. So, next up is, I believe, who? You're not Spear Gomura. Spear Gomura's right there. But freaky looking monster. I think you're a sphere thing. Context in the show: the giant space orbs appear called spheres and attach themselves to monsters, powering them up, and also prevent communication. You can't press the trigger; won't activate unless the is up. Sephiroth! Sephiroth! Okay, the voice is not intimidating, but hilarious. I'll give it that. Next up is, in fact, Spear Gomura. Now, I could go whole. If this guy looks familiar, it's because the person who started Ultraman, who started the company Suburaya, did practical effects on Godzilla movies before moving to do his own thing. So that's why, like, Gomura is one of the most recurring monsters, and there's another one that looks a lot more like Godzilla. But this is Sphere Gomura, an upgrade he gets, or forces that gets forced upon him in the show, which you can watch free on YouTube, on Suburaya's YouTube channel. There'll be a link in the description. You can watch it in almost any language because it's got subtitles for any different language you could probably think of. I don't know. I watch with English subtitles. Subs, not dubs. I don't need dubs. I can actually read fast enough. Oh, so Sephiroth is like sphere or something like that. Okay. Like, it's supposed to be the word sphere attached to it. Sephiroth Gomura. And last card. Again, I can't remember. A weird, interesting looking monster. Miklas, right. He does appear as the first monster summoned by Decker. Miklas. And that's all the cards currently. So that is a healthy amount of cards. The only ones you get if you buy the D Flasher by itself are these two. Flash type and strong type. So if you want an immediate large amount of cards to get a varied range of sound effects, then I would suggest the Becoming the Strongest set. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 cards. You got 11 cards off the bat. That's a good variety of sounds. Plus, you get a clip to hold them in, which can definitely hold more cards. Like, there's quite a bit of free space in there. Stick a weed in there. But do I recommend this? Here's my one worry. They're releasing so many cards for this thing. I'm worried Decker won't get any more forms than Dinah's basic Flash, Strong, and Miracle types. Like, I had the same worry about Trigger, but at least he got like an actual proper final form, a proper dark form with its own set of things, and he got like that's not the final form. Trigger Truth is technically the final form, but like they've gotten a lot more mileage and given new forms to what I was expecting to be just the basic 3. So I'm partially worried that they won't give Decker a form, new forms, but I'm cautiously optimistic that they didn't just say, hey, here's every single card we could ever think of. Hope you get enough sounds and don't realize we're not giving you a final form. But, yeah. I like this toy. It's very amusing. It's very ostentatious. It's just Ultraman face. Who knows? I'd definitely be up for picking I'm gonna turn it off. Like a Bandai Premium of like the Live Flasher. That would be really cool. To do direct comparison instead of just that picture. But yes. As I said, I've already bought the Miracle set because I can't control myself, and I want the sword that comes with a trigger card and a remold of this to be a duo. Excuse me, I couldn't remember. Hyper Key. Like there's a duo Decker trigger Hyper Key that I want to get. That comes with the sword because the sword has both key and card functionality. So I will get that at some point, and I might get more card sets. Like I've always kicked myself that the orb card sets are too expensive on the aftermarket. So I do want to get as many cards as I can for this thing while they're readily available for not a huge glow up, like aftermarket price hike. So, yeah. This is a cool toy. And again, I feel the need to re-mention, if you want me to do a follow-up video on every single card I have with that barcode system, let me know. Like the video, comment, whatever you feel like doing. But I will tell you now, I do plan to follow up on more meme reacts to Ultraman memes. There might be a new one coming out very soon. All right. Till next time, thanks for watching. Keep it ultra. And also very weird. This thing is definitely weird. Bye.